It's black and white.
One of the objectives of this show actually is to talk to brides, to talk to, to be able to give them the possibility from hearing from all of these professionals, all these wedding professionals, so that they can plan your perfect wedding, just like the name says. Are there some mistakes that you see brides or, let's say, people preparing their wedding that they commonly fall into, which they should be avoiding?
Yes, there are many mistakes that couples always dive into without knowing. And I think the very first is they want to do everything by themselves. It's a shock.
How do you mean?
Some couples want to be involved in everything. Yeah, it is true you have to be involved because it's your wedding. You want it to be very perfect, but there is a need to employ people to take care of every department and to trust them. Just the aspect of you thinking, I want to do everything by myself, already kills that event.
Okay. Yeah, I think like for one of my Tip Tuesdays, which I think this is probably going to be one of the things for Tip Tuesdays, which I put on my Instagram and everything. One of the very first tip I ever put out was for them to invest in a good wedding planner. Right?
Yeah.
So because you want your wedding to be stress-free. So if you really need your sanity and your freedom of mind on that day is paramount to you, then probably you should invest in a good wedding planner, which probably is going to get you a good MC. Of course, right?
That's true. That's very correct. Investing in a very good wedding planner, sometimes it's all about budget too. Couples have been limited by one important thing, budget. Yeah, getting your perfect wedding is to stay within the scope of your budget and get people appropriately and adequately engaged into your wedding plan. Now they will do the magic for you. And I believe second thing couples always neglect, and they neglect with the help of some of these wedding planners, MC.
Oh really?
Yes, they feel like MCs are not that important. Not that important. Like I was talking to a couple they were calling me from States, and they said, Chana, somebody linked us up with you so we could talk about our wedding. We are trying to do something. My normal routine, I would be like, where's the wedding? Douala. Where precisely? They gave a hotel name. Everything. Okay, everything is fine. Okay, Chana, we just want you to come. You don't have much to do. Your work is not that tedious. You just can just come in. You just spice it a little. That's all. And I ask, who defines the job not to be tedious? And they said, it's not just on smoothie now. And I'll be like, no, that's where you're failing. Defining my job for me is the beginning of failure. Your event can never go the way you want it because you want to control everything. I'm the MC. I work up a plan. I design how the night goes, how the party goes. I bring up to you and let's validate it together. Because every couple want to be involved in planning their perfect wedding because it's a memory they will live with all their lives.
Yeah, for sure.
So sometimes when the marriage want to crash, they'll be like, they go back to those memories. And the marriage they crash sooner because MC to help. MC maybe fix that night. But when you go back to like all the sweet memories of the night, everybody did everything appropriately, and it gives some of them the flair, the desire to stay in the wedding and in the marriage. And trust me, it keeps the marriage alive.
Yeah.
Memories, beautiful memories. So some people just neglect the aspect of the importance of a good MC, not only an MC, of a good professional MC.
Yeah, I get that. Well, I get that when, even though I would think that sometimes some couples want to they look around in the family and they're like, you used to talk plenty now. Come and be my MC.
Hey people, I wanted to take a brief break from this conversation, and I hope you're enjoying it just as much as I am. And there are two things I wanted to talk about. Firstly, did you know that 99% of the people that are watching this podcast on YouTube are not subscribed? Which is a high chance that you who is watching right now is not subscribed. But first, I really want to thank you, first of all, for watching the podcast in the first place. And number two, guys, hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, man. And it's gonna be really, really amazing. The second thing is, if you're a bride or a groom preparing your wedding and still looking for a team of professional photographers and videographers to cover your special day, I would like to encourage you to give us a call and let us have a chat. The Chapnik Pictures team here has over a decade of experience capturing from very intimate weddings to large and very chaotic ones. I'll make sure to put a link in the description so you can contact us on WhatsApp, so we can have a chat, see if we are a good fit for each other. Now, let's get back into that conversation.
And you're talking about the importance of getting a good MC.
Yeah, a professional one for that matter.
Professional one. So I think that even gets me into asking. So if a couple was looking for a good MC, what advice would you give them to look for in any MC that they're considering?
Well, it's all about personality and having the skills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are things that define an MC. Good communication skills, very good public speaking skill, and a very orderly person. A person who has a great sense of organization, and a person who has a little bit of humor. Yeah.
Are you one of these MCs who crack a lot of jokes?
I do not. I really do not crack jokes. But there is a way you relate with your people, and they feel the spice, they feel the beauty, and they get engaged into the event without necessarily being like a comedian of the night.
All right. So the person's personality, and then what else?
The skills. Your personality attached to the skills, and I think those two are very important.
Mm-hmm. No, are there like maybe any other, for example, should they be looking for a comedian?
That's one mistake many of our couples are making, mostly brides. They just want to turn the MC into a comedian, into a groomsman, into everything. But that is not it. If you want a comedian for the night, get a comedian. If you want an artist for the night, get an artist. If you want an MC for the night, get an MC. So now when you get everything in just one person, trust me, it's gonna crash. Because it is not easy being an artist, being an MC, being a comedian in just 2 hours, 3 hours. So always, they should know the importance of separating these things, because most people, one couple, I remember they asked me, Chana, I hope so if you crack joke, I hope so if you make people laugh. I told them, please, we have MP3, we have Boy, we have Senior Pastor. There are lots of them you can call if you want to keep your people laughing all through the night. But if you want an MC, I have a list. If you don't want to get me, I have a list of people I'll recommend. If you think I'm not worth it, but I'll give you a list of people that will tell you the same thing I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, I guess that's something, right? If you're looking for comedians, well, look for comedians for your wedding. If you want your MC to be comedian, because I think some comedians as well are MCs as well.
That's true.
So, well, maybe that's a 2-in-1 already. But if you want a many-in-1,
now this thing it goes with what event you're organizing, the caliber of people you are entertaining. Trust me, you won't want we're doing a corporate event. You wouldn't want somebody who can speak the language of the people. So that is why we say, as an MC, you need to understand what MCing is all about. It's not just because you crack jokes that you think you can talk to people and they laugh makes you an MC. No. It's to be able to relate with your audience and let your audience relate with the event.
Okay, so do not be looking for a many one.
Yes.
Look for a master of ceremony, the person who is going to master the ceremony.
That's the point. Now you get it.
All right. And then any other thing they should be looking out for?
I think to have your perfect wedding, they should understand the craft of.
Thank you for watching this clip from Your Perfect Wedding podcast. Click here to watch another clip or click here to watch the full video.